DC, you're not fighting tonight, but I know you're anxious, as I am, as Conor McGregor returns to the proving ground here tonight. This is the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, and a damn good fighter, too. Let's see what he does here tonight.
I have no horse in the race, but the butterflies are kicking my stomach up and down because every time Conor steps into the octagon, it feels like a momentous occasion.
Yeah.
One of the biggest stars in all of sports. He transcends the sport of mixed martial arts. A guy that has a fantastic left hand. He's very quick. He's a master of managing distance, managing space, and the speed and the ability, the eyes of Conor McGregor is something that we don't pay enough attention to when we watch him fight.
And of course, every time he competes, all eyes are on Conor McGregor, and yet more often than not, he doesn't show up flat on fight night. He rises to the occasion. The Jose Aldo fight certainly is the one that people will historically talk about, but let's see how it goes in this spot for Conor here tonight. Conor McGregor, he has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt.
Ready to fight? Ready.
The buzz is palpable inside this arena because Conor McGregor is fighting here tonight. The Irish fans are going sick. We'll see if Conor McGregor can get off to his patented fast start. You know he controls distance well. We'll see how McGregor approaches the early going here. Well, few fighters manage distance as efficiently and as well as Conor McGregor, and there's that left hand finding its home early.
He does a great job of setting you up, man. You saw it in the Jose Aldo fight. The guy will just step back a little bit and bang.
Head kick attempt, but the fighter got the right hand up.
You know, a lot of people say those don't land, but even if you block them a little bit, they still put damage on you.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Oh, and there's that patented McGregor left hand. They gotta bronze that left hand and put in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, you know it's coming, but because Conor does such a great job of managing space, he's so quick, he's so active, you don't know when he's gonna throw that punch.
All right, late in the round here, DC, and Conor McGregor doing what he does best, really having his way on the feet.
Yeah, you know, it's always the striking. He's the type of guy that can really dictate and control a fight with his hands and all of his striking, with his striking abilities. And that's exactly what he's doing tonight, and because of it, he's winning.
Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws this punch.
Reach advantage was his at the outset, and he was able to take advantage there with the punch.
He tries to take out the leg. Beautiful leg kick lands.
Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Ooh, what a punch.
McGregor's cut above the eye now from that strike, so we'll see how the fighter deals with that definite adversity now. Five minutes in the books. All right, heading back to the corner now, and McGregor's bleeding from the forehead here a bit. Hopefully they can get that under control so it doesn't trickle down into his eyes in the next round. Well, if you like blood, maybe this is the fight for you, because blood has really become a factor, and it's a cut that appears to be right above his eye.
That's one of the worst spots for you to get a cut, because then the blood starts to come down and it goes into the eye. It's difficult already to see, but when you got one of the best mixed martial artists in the world targeting it, it becomes impossible.
They call that the trickle-down effect.
You ready to fight?
That's right.
Ready.
Second round underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Massive head kick. Man, that Conor McGregor left hand is just an absolute piston, and it lands again.
It's like an atom bomb. Like, he hits people and they fall down. And he understands the power that he possesses. So he's willing to throw it over and over again. I just keep thinking back to him in Eddie Alvarez, how every time he hit him, he just knocked him out of his shoe. Conor McGregor's left hand is as good of a single strike.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now, because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, huge kick to the leg. All right, well, that blow is fauceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Choi's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
When both are prepared, these are the type of fights that we expect.
Beautiful uppercut there.
He's throwing these punches in combination, really dictate the pace of his opponent.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Immediately gets the underhook. And they separate after exiting the clinch. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
He's got
Picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Oh, big left hook there.
Oh!
missed with that jab attempt there. Under 2 minutes now to go round two. Oh, big right hook, but a whiff. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
McGregor's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. You wonder if that's impacting his breathing by now. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing upside his opponent's head over and over again. Beautiful shot lands to the leg.
Wild attempt with the right hand there. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Oh, McGregor's cut right on the bridge of his nose does not look good, folks. We'll continue to keep an eye on it, and you got to think the ringside physician will too. Referee might call him in here in short order. 20 seconds left to go in round two.
Oh, left hook.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. 10 minutes in the can. All right, heading back to the corner now, and we will keep a close eye on things. McGregor's nose is thankful that's the end of the round. Got to be broken. A lot of blood coming out of that nose area, and we'll see if they indeed call on the ringside physician to take a closer look. All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the previous 10 minutes. Your thoughts on what we might see?
Both in a...
Gets up to beat his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
McGregor's a bloody mess right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see this fight stop. At the very least, you got to think they're calling in the ringside position between rounds. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is...
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Oh, nice right hand.
Look for him to throw that overhand here again.
Beautiful kick lands.
Well, an incredible fight thus far. Both fighters look like they could be finished at any time. If you wondered about the heart on either side, that question was answered tonight.
Nothing. There are no more questions in regards to these two fighters. Both of these men have been hurt. Both of these men are swollen. They're bloody. They're both, even though they're both willing and ready to continue this fight.
The cut men on both sides have done an outstanding job keeping these guys in this fight. Blocks the shot.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Just over 3 minutes now to go. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Oh, how clean is that jab by the Korean Superboy?
His nose is all crooked, it's all beat up, it's bleeding. He got hurt bad. That nose looks broken.
Just misses with the left hook. We have crossed the midpoint of this one.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Well, I am not going out on a limb when I say he is on the wrong side of this fight. Maybe a little bit rattled after getting knocked down earlier in the match.
But that's exactly what you expect, right? Such a bad knockdown early. It's going to be on him to build back into this fight as we go forward.
Relax, relax. Keep your hands up for me now.
There's the leg kick, that one checked by Choi. Oh, he just continues to straight connections right up the gut, DC. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
Choi's nose is unrecognizable. It is mangled. It is cut open. I think it's probably broken at this point in time. Surgery next week, but now we'll see if mentally, physically, he can stay in this fight. Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. It feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there.
McGregor gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments.
The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you got the Anderson Silva situation.
Well, he misses with the left punch there.
Back out of there now.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Mixed martial arts, folks. This is absolutely crazy. Both fighters dealing with critical damage and cuts. There's blood everywhere.
Fans, stand up and give applause to these two men who are laying it all out on the line in the octagon tonight. Both dealing with cuts, both critical, but both unwilling to take a step back for your entertainment.
Good work from the top here by the Korean Super Bowl. Another ground and pound strike lands. Choi's cut has really opened up now. That blood is flowing. Didn't necessarily wake up thinking he was going to be donating blood today. He has donated a whole lot of it. Under 20 seconds now to go. Push kick there to the body. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so we're going to take a look back at some of the replays that caused all of this damage in that previous round.
These guys were going back and forth, both throwing real heavy strikes that really did a lot of damage to their opponent. It's an evenly matched fight, but one of them has to separate themselves if they're going to get the victory.
All right, so the cut men have done their work. Let us see who can survive as we get ready to start what could be our final round here tonight. All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get as effective as straight punches we've seen all night?
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
Oh, nice straight punch there. Must be nice to have a reach advantage like this, DC. The Korean Superboy gets absolutely pelted by that head kick.
He does everything so well. And he hurt him again. Oh! He's in a lot of trouble now.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by the Korean Super Bowl. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Conor McGregor gets up. He is back on the feet here.
Hands higher, hands higher.
Look. Oh!
Both tough, both durable, both unwilling to take a step back. What a phenomenal fight.
Go after the cut. End this fight. End it.
Throwing that jab, no good. Oh! And that'll do it! Doohochoi! As many style points as you could produce! Whoa!
Oh my goodness.